Okay, first we're going to start off with Tommy's perspective, mainly because obviously I'm a Tommyinnit fan, and this entire scenario is somewhat disappointing. Some of y'all are going to be upset with me, but I do have some words of critique for Tommy. Of course, they're light because he is 18 years old, and he is still young, and he's still learning. And honestly, he didn't really do too much wrong in this scenario. But there are a couple of things that he needs to understand about the internet. And I feel like because I'm a fan of both Tommy and I watch JiDion, I'm that perfect bridge in the middle for the vocal minority that watch both parties. So I have to get my thoughts off. I have to. So we're going to get into it today. Of course, if you enjoy me talking about Tommyinnit and this drama with JiDion and you're new to my channel, hit that like button and subscribe today to join the alien Armada. I watched this video with JiDion also versus Sneeko, and Sneeko was talking about the situation, and Sneeko's take was the worst I've seen. And he was saying that people who watch Sneeko and JiDion and people who watch Tommyinnit, they don't exist. And I'm here to tell everyone that we exist. Hold on. I exist. I exist. I'm them. And I'm going to speak for all of us because we do exist. There are people who watch Tommyinnit that are men, that are grown men. So, yeah, it's time for me to give my opinion.
During my meet and greet,
by the way, this clip was posted by Kanoon. I'll have a link in the description to it. Shout out to Kanoon.
Troll, dude, creator, shoved into the line and started being a dick to you lot, being super rude and just a f***ing prick. First of all, I'm sorry I didn't see him earlier and sort him out. I spoke for a long time with the Twitch staff about it afterwards. I didn't really know what to do, and they were so caught up in making sure I was safe that they didn't check up on you lot.
Okay. Does anybody see anything wrong with what he did? I'm just going to ask chat right now. Not that the chat and y'all are the most important opinion, but your opinion does matter. Do you see anything wrong with him seeing a creator being rude within a line and then reporting them to Twitch staff? Do you see anything wrong with this? Now, let's say, I'm just saying I'm stripping it away from it being Tommy. I'm stripping it away from that so you can see this from a point of view of it being just a creator with another creator interacting with their group at a VidCon. Not really. No. Nope. I think it's pretty okay. No, there's nothing wrong. Now, when I preface it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, right? It doesn't sound that bad. It just sounds like someone's being rude in line at a meet and greet. And the main person who's there for the meet and greet said, hey, I don't like you being rude. And basically let the Twitch staff know. That's what it sounds like to me. Just off bat, if I don't know Tommy, I don't know any of his antics, I don't know JiDion, I don't know any of his antics, and I just looked at his two creators. There's nothing wrong with it, just base, right? But now we're going to get into the problem with this, with it being Tommyinnit doing this. Okay, because we need to establish a base. Is it wrong for him to tell the Twitch staff, hey, get this dude out of here, he's harassing my fans? No, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that this is Tommyinnit and he's at a public event and it's TwitchCon, and we're going to get into all the problems with it.
Which it's really annoying, but I'm sure they'll have more security on the lines at San Diego. I'm also getting in touch with the creator right as soon as the stream's done, since they recorded loads of it without, like, my consent or the fans' consent.
Okay. Boom, right there. That's your first mistake. That's your first mistake, Tommy. That's your first mistake. The problem is that now you're publicly talking about it. And because you're publicly talking about it and using your platform to signal boost the issue, you can't now turn around and say that you tried messaging the creator and trying to tell them to get rid of the footage, because you're now signal boosting this. If you didn't signal boost this and you didn't talk about this on your stream and people weren't talking about it and everything else, and then you reached out to the creator privately and you waited for that to get resolved and then talked about it, fine. But because everyone knows about this online already and you're signaling boosting it to your initers. By the way, I love initers. I'm low-key one. I bought, like, I have Tommy's merch, like, it's coming. So I'm one of the editors. All right. I'm telling you that your fan base is passionate and they're mad and they attack anyone who thinks anything negative of you or says anything negative of you or does anything negative whatsoever, making things worse. So instead of you going on your stream to talk about this situation, you should have just reached out to JiDion privately and left it at that. But because you went on your stream and signal boosted this, now JiDion has to release the footage. He has to, because he has to clear his name. You get the problem with that? It's nothing wrong with you doing these things. The issue is the order in which it's all happening and the fact it's you. Because if we're gonna get into a whole harassment thing too. We're gonna get into a whole harassment thing too, because the problem is that it's Tommyinnit trying to tell JiDion that he was harassing his fans. It's Tommyinnit. It's Tommy. If anything, old Tommy would be looking at the situation and laughing. This new Tommy, however, this Tommy that we're seeing right here that's grown and is 18 doesn't find it funny. And that's okay if you don't find it funny. But you got to realize that everyone is going to be looking at you in a somewhat of a hypocritic lens because of that, because of your previous stances. That's part of the issue. And I say this in all love because I love Tommy. I love Tommy. Okay, I've watched this kid grow. I'm watching this kid grow. And I love JiDion. I think he's doing things that are pushing the envelope for YouTube as well. And his videos are incredible. But they're both wrong in some capacity here. And instead of the editors eating the PRD nation alive and the PRD eating the editors alive, there needs to be a balance. And honestly, the best case scenario of this entire thing, the best case scenario is that they meet up and they collab. That would be the best case scenario, is that they have a conversation about this and they meet up and they collaborate on something. That would be, do you know how big that video would be if JiDion and Tommyinnit decided to just get in a video together and make a video instead of beefing online and letting their fan base attack each other? It would be one of the biggest videos on all of YouTube. This isn't smart. Like, neither of them are playing this in the smartest direction. But I will say that JiDion's response was great. And we're going to get into JiDion's response next after this.
I'm sure they'll do the right thing and not publish those sections. Me and my fans are in.
So yeah, so what you're expecting then is, after telling everyone that, after telling your entire audience that JiDion was a butthole and was harassing people, you're expecting him now to not publish the footage. Make it make sense. That's my thing. Just try to make it make sense. He has to publish the footage to clear his name now. Like, yeah, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect your fans. And that 100% makes sense to me too. But if you were trying to truly protect your fans, you wouldn't have signal boosted this entire thing by going on stream and talking about it. Right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong here. And if I'm wrong, I hope someone holds me accountable. I hope someone makes a video about how I'm wrong about this whole situation. I'll watch it. We'll break it down. We'll analyze it on stream. I have no problem being wrong. But I'm trying my best to look at this scenario from a 30-year-old perspective. I think that's part of the problem. There's not enough people. There's not enough people that are grown men online that's 30 years old that's able to weigh in on all of this BS and can give like a very mature take on all of it. That's the problem. There's a lack of that.
Anyway, chat, this happened. You know, some dude shouting at my fans, shouting at you lot, just being mean with no purpose, and it sucked. It really threw me off.
Okay, so what he's saying that JiDion did was JiDion was yelling at the fans in line. That's what he's saying that JiDion did.
A lot of people in the line. We can get hearts in the chat as well. I'd appreciate that, because I'm kind of.
Oh, Beetle, trust me. Beetle vibes, I agree with you. If he wanted This is what Beetle Vibes said. If he wanted to collab with Tommy, he could have brought up the idea in a better way and not mess with Tommy's fans. I agree. The thing is that he tried to reach out to Tommy. So apparently, and this is why I like JiDion's response. Apparently, JiDion tried reaching out to Tommy when he was last in London for the Logan Paul interview. And apparently, Tommyinnit just brushed him off. He didn't see the DM, which is fine. He doesn't have to collab. But I think it goes to show that this isn't the first time JiDion has tried to reach out to him. This isn't something where this is like unknown or anything. It sounds like JiDion tried reaching out and it was impossible, which is possible because Tommyinnit's a huge creator. It's hard to reach out to him.
Nervous. But no, really, it really threw me off, and a lot of people in the line, it upset.
Yeah, Just Here said his DMs were blowing up that day, which is totally understandable. It's totally understandable. Like, that part is like, it just makes sense.
I was really sad about this. I was really angry about it. And I'm not like, guys, I take pride in not being an angry person. Like, I'll get pissed off at Tubbo, but I'm never really angry.
Yeah, Speedy says, it doesn't matter if he saw it or not. JiDion shouldn't have taken anything farther in the way that he did. I agree. If the video comes out and JiDion is behaving in a way that is egregious, then fine. Like, there it is, right? The video's out. But the problem is that JiDion is going to instantly get attacked as soon as the video comes out. Like, the way this is all set up, it's set up in a way that's against JiDion. It's stacked against him before he even does anything. That's the problem. That's the problem I have with all of this. I haven't been able to see the behavior because it's not out yet, and Tommy is demanding that he doesn't release it. So we're just supposed to all go off of Tommy's perception of the event. We're all just supposed to fall in line with what Tommy says, I guess. And that's my problem with this. That's my issue. We can't just blanketly listen to you and believe everything you say about the event, knowing that there's a whole nother side to it. Right? And maybe he's just listening to his fans, which is perfectly normal. You can get zoned in with your own fans, and it becomes an echo chamber, right? And that's low key might be what might be happening. Tommyinnit might be listening to his fans, and his fans are like, "Yo, JiDion was harassing me," and it might not even been that. It might have been something entirely different. But how will we know if JiDion doesn't release the video?
I'm never actually angry, and I wasn't planning to talk about any of this publicly. But it made me, like, actually pissed. And I just...
Right there, that's another mistake. That's another mistake. That's another mistake. If you're still reeling about it, if you're still upset about something like this, and you know you command an audience of, like, 20 million strong, I don't know how many subscribers he's at. What is he at, 11 million, 12 million now? He commands a massive audience. A massive audience. You can't get on camera and be like this. I hate to... Look, am I being wrong or am I being wrong? Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong right now. I would love to hear it. I love to hear people tell me that why I am wrong in this scenario. But I feel like if you have this many fans and you know how rabid your fans are going to be, then the last thing you should be doing is trying to put attention, negative attention, on another creator. You shouldn't. Unless, and this is the other part of it, unless you have a motive. Unless you're trying to cancel somebody. Right? He already said that he messaged all his friends too. We're going to get to it. But he messaged all his friends about this guy too. Basically ostracizing him. Right? So we're just going to ostracize him. Based on what? Based on what? So we're going to figure out what it's based on.
Just want to share a few words with my stream with chat. Okay, so, you know, first thing I did after speaking to the staff was message everyone that was affected by this dickhead and just check that they were okay. They were. I got confirmation, so that was really good. That's the most important thing.
January 09, I definitely want to. That game is crazy, huh? Sorry, I know this is different. The one weirdo said, Tommyinnit's panels should be a place to feel safe and meet your favorite content creator, not to be yelled at by some random dude. No hate on him, just G's. I agree. And that was another side of this. Don't worry. I'm a critique JiDion in this scenario too. Don't worry. Right now I'm talking about Tommy and some of the things that I feel like he messed up on because I'm starting light. Because he doesn't have, like, ultimately his version of this, his world of this is not that bad. It really isn't. He's just a creator at VidCon that felt like his fans were being bullied and he's trying to stand up for them. Like, in that regard, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But there are certain things that in the way that he went about this, like his method, that could be critiqued and could be learned from. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. He may never watch this also. He may never watch this. I don't think Tommyinnit will ever watch this stream or watch this video. I don't think JiDion will ever watch this. But for the people who are like me, who are grown and are fans of both of these guys, I have to give my piece off. I have to talk about it.
But it feels important to speak to you lot, like everyone, about this. You can't do that to people. You just can't. Okay? I don't want anyone to feel like they're in fucking school being made fun of when they're lining up to meet me. It's like, I won't have it. Don't make fun of people for being passionate about shit, being happy. It's fucked.
I agree. I agree with that point. I agree. It's not right. It's not right if that's what JiDion was doing. If JiDion was literally only making fun of Tommyinnit's fan base because they're Tommyinnit fans, then yeah, he's got to go. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool, right? But the problem is that from what I understand, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's part of the problem. That's the issue, right? That's the issue. Apparently, from what I understand, after studying this entire thing, I'm still learning what's happening. But after looking at this stuff on YouTube and looking at it on Twitter, what's up, Hot Sauce? Welcome to the chat, Hot Sauce. It's good to see you, bro. I hope you're still staying positive with everything going on, man. Oh, man, that was a whole different thing. I was close to making a whole video about that, bro. You don't deserve what happened to you. But yeah, based on all the things that I was able to gather, what Tommy is saying happened to his fans probably didn't happen. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And it's not Tommy's fault, right? He might have an idea based on what the fans are saying. And then the fans are young, right? So their perception of what happened is different. They have their story to tell. And how are we going to know if we don't have video? So that's where I'm going with this.
Won't have it. The other thing I've really thought about, but it is worth saying, is I got bullied, right? I think most of us have had some experience dealing with pricks, and that can really put you down. You know, when I was at school, I would try to fit in, and it sucked. I
What's up, Absol Shadow?
Fit in, and I was bad at it. I was very bad at it. I want you all to know, since I've only
literally, what MXN Corp said. I mean, if I was Tommy, I would back up my fans too. Literally, same.
Learned this over the past few years. You don't have to do that. If you are passionate about something, keep being passionate. Don't let bullies like this get to you, because I promise you, you are fucking cool.
And there we go. This is the thing, right? I love Tommy, but this is the problem. I think he read a few things on Twitter about what his fans were saying. Now, don't get me wrong, he was also there, right? He experienced part of it too, and the video is going to come out, so we'll be able to see what happened. But I think that part of this was he was on Twitter reading what his fans were saying, and he took that as at face value, and it triggered something within him based on his own previous experience with bullying. And that's why I don't really want to hold Tommyinnit to any fire here, because I get it. I get it, man. Like, I get it. I personally have had to deal with bullies. Now, those bullies might have gotten hit a few times. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't. All right, look, if you got to handle business. I want to say 90% of my engagements I was able to end with conversation, but that 10%, okay, that 10%, all right, it's very few and far between, but sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then with a bully, but that's very, very far in between. And I can tell you right now that it's terrible being bullied. It's awful. It's awful. Okay? I agree. Like, I agree with you. It's awful. But the problem is that you're in your own biases. You're in your own experience, and you're trying to put that experience on everyone else, and that might not be what they experienced.
Like, I think the thing me and my friends tried to highlight to all of you is that you could just have fun with the people around you and be yourself. All you people that make art and joke and tell jokes to your friends and that are kind. You are so cool. Please don't stop being cool. Ever. Don't stop being yourself, please. And you know, it's good to occasionally have moments like this so you can go, fuck. Okay, I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to end up being mean. I don't want to end up being a bully. And I think I'm so, like, upset because of all places, like, my meet and greet is a fucking safe space for a special moment for people in the line.
And by the way, y'all think that this video is spicy? Just wait. We're going to get into the JiDion response. And then if I have time, I'll get to the Sneeko response, which honestly, I'm not really looking forward to. I don't really want to have time for it. I probably won't, just because Sneeko's response was the worst response to this whole Tommyinnit thing that I've ever seen. It was 100% the worst response possible. Like, it was so immature. And it's crazy to say that about Sneeko. Sneeko, of all people, I used to love Sneeko videos. You can find my comments probably on all of his older content on his main channel. Like, you could probably still find my comments. I was such a big fan of his introspective videos. They're so self-aware. The shots are amazing. They're edited so well. And now he's, oh, bro. I might not even show that video. I might not even react to it because Sneeko really said some of the worst things you could possibly say about Tommy. He really did. He said some of the worst crap. And it's sad.
And for me, it's a really special moment for me. And it should not be the place that you're on edge or anxious or nervous because of some prick being mean. All right? It's just not. And I'm sorry, even if for a moment it was. I get trolling can be funny. I've done it before. But you can't be mean to people. You can't be malicious, especially not my people, when they're happy and excited. And honestly, literally for just everything.
What's up, Hyperdrio? You already know I'm going to play some Legends SMP. I got to do Legends SMP live, too.
Do whatever you want, as long as it's not hurting anyone. And this was hurting people. I spoke with Phil, Rambo, Wilbur, Jack, George about it, and just everyone. And we were all so disappointed and upset. Don't do this shit. Don't do this shit. Ever.
Okay. All right. And then now we're going to get into the JiDion response, which I actually thought was really good. Okay. Yeah. So I watched this already because it popped up in my recommended, and I was actually thoroughly impressed. I was thoroughly impressed. I was not expecting this response. And after he explained his side of the story, I totally changed the way I saw this entire thing. Now, with all that being said, this response will mean dookie hot garbage water. This response will literally mean nothing if JiDion releases his video and in it he's being everything that Tommyinnit has said. If he's being all these different things, if he's being a butthole, he's being a bully, he's bullying Tommyinnit's fans, if he's doing all of that in the video when he releases it, then fine. like, Tommyinnit's fully justified in, honestly, F this response. This response can go somewhere. It can go to the nether. The response can die. Like, I don't care for this response anymore. But we're going to watch it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of official, chat. Hey, that's kind of official. When they get a screenshot of you just like in a podcast room, that's official.
So recently there has.
By the way, this is now reaction inception. We are in reaction inception, y'all. This is a reaction to a reaction. Yeah, I think that's about it, actually. He's reacting to Jalen's video about the situation.
There's been some drama.
And if you don't know who Jalen is, or Jaden, they're a content creator on YouTube. I believe they go by she, they pronouns. She, they pronouns. I could be wrong. But they're a content creator on YouTube that covers a lot of the commentary drama scene, and they've been doing it for a long time.
Between JiDion and Tommyinnit, and Tommy is pretty much saying that JiDion ended up harassing him and his fans at TwitchCon. Now, I just want to say that I am fans of both JiDion and Tommyinnit, and
oh, my man, Jaden! Hey! Shout out Jaden, man! Hey! Everybody after this video, go to Jaden's video, man, and be like, W Jaden, man, waiting. Go spam waiting. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, man.
Mind you, and that's the other thing, too. This is the other thing. These content creators are young, okay? JiDion is 21. All right? So it's not like Tommyinnit and JiDion are on some kind of different weight class or anything when it comes to age. They're in the same basic age bracket. They're both pretty much the same. They're just different worlds when it comes to content. That's really it.
TwitchCon. Now, I just want to say that I am fans of both JiDion and Tommyinnit, and I do think...
Wait, it's too quiet? Want me to turn it up? I'll turn it up a little bit.
That JiDion's videos are pretty funny, although sometimes he goes a little too far. So
I do go too far sometimes, man. I do go too far. But guys, you guys gotta realize, you know what's crazy? Whenever I get into a situation and stuff like that, I be seeing people in comment section that be like, grown ass man doing all this, blah, 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 blah. And like, even though I am 21, I am a grown ass man, bro. I'm still relatively a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
it's true. Not that this point, I don't like this point that much used here, only because it almost sounds like a justification for the behavior, which I'm not a fan of. You're grown. At the end of the day, you're still grown. You can still get these grown punishments, right? That's the way I feel about it. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, you can't say that you're just a kid. Evan MC Gaming is younger than both of these creators. Okay? Evan MC Gaming is staying out the BS. Not to mention him in the middle of the BS, but I only say that because I am proud of him. I'm proud of him, and I think he's an excellent content creator. But he stays out of all of this BS, and he's younger than both of them. So I don't want to hear this youth, I'm young, I need to learn BS, when it sounds like you're using as a justification for your behavior.
Chat. You tell me, is 21 still a kid? Yes or no? Like, don't get me wrong. I know legally I'm an adult.
I agree.
Legally, you know.
Saltman, and I agree. He is a very loud character. But joking can also easily be seen as harassment in another person's eye. Yeah.
I should know what I'm doing and stuff like that. But I'm still figuring out life, you know? I'm not there all the way. Now, if I was 25, yeah. You know, you could be like, grown-ass man. Like,
the reason why he says that is because it's been proven that 25 is the age where your brain is done maturing. On average. On average, 25 years old is the point where your brain should be done maturing. And that's the reason why he's saying that. That's the reason why he's saying, if I was 25, I'd be a grown man, so it's different.
Like, you feel me? Yes and no. I feel that. I feel like it's a yes and no. Yes, kinda. Nah, bro. Am I just a grown-ass man? A grown kid? Okay, you know what?
My bad, Myar. Hey, I feel you, though. I feel you, because you said then don't with question. Meyersimer. I feel like I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize. I agree. I didn't really want to name Evan, but he's a great example of the young content creators right now and the way that they can move if they wanted to. You can get millions of views in a month and still be respectable, a respectable young content creator. You don't have to be like a JiDion to make it. You don't have to be that way to make it right now. You can be someone who just puts your passion into something and respects others and make it.
I'll take that. I'm a grown kid.
I'm guessing had some sort of panel or meet and greet at TwitchCon, and JiDion obviously has a pretty rocky relationship with Twitch, considering they permanently banned him after what happened to Pokimane, and recently JiDion was told that this is permanent.
Bro, you guys want to know what's something else? I don't want to jump to conclusions, because jumping to conclusions is not a good thing, but I'm not gonna lie, after this whole situation transpired and I was getting canceled, I wake up one morning in the Netherlands, go to Twitter, they sniped your boy.
Yeah.
Your boy literally got sniped off Twitter. That's why I don't got a profile pic. I really haven't brought any attention to it, but they sniped me off Twitter, bro. Don't worry, I'm getting it back. I'm working on getting it back, but that shit tough. I'm not gonna blame a community and say it was a certain community's fault. But I think I know a community did it, but you know what? I don't know for certain, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
He's not gonna be unbanned, even though him and Pokimane have completely made up. They're even friends now. And JiDion makes these videos where he goes to conventions. And
I love conventions.
So, right off the bat, what we are already seeing is retaliation. We got to see real retaliation already from Tommyinnit's fans. So, in other words, JiDion's already seeing the negative impact of his actions. He's already seeing the consequences of his actions, and we don't even know what he did. We don't even know what he did. We literally don't know what he did. But his Twitter has already gotten banned. He can't even speak out about it. You want to know why? Because Tommyinnit's fans went and reported his Twitter. You see what I'm saying? He already got banned for what? We don't know. We don't know. We have no clue. And he's under pressure now to not release a video. He's being bullied into not releasing the video. I think it's very, very interesting how something can be called bullying when it's being done to you. But once you do it to others, it's no longer bullying. Now it's holding people accountable. I just find that funny.
Trolls people, you could say.
I have to ask you to stop filming. People are uncomfortable.
I really don't feel comfortable either, because I'm the only coon here. Like, I'm not seeing much coon representation here, and I like, it is what it is and stuff like that. I'm trying to find my kind and stuff.
Stupid.
Is this stopping now or not?
Yeah.
Hold on, reading the chat. It's true, but if JiDion was actually being a D word, why would he post these parts if they put him in a bad situation? Exactly. Exactly. And I guess that's the whole thing, right, Meyer? I feel like that's the reason why he's arguing for his case to post them, because he doesn't believe what he did was actually that bad. He believes that this is all a slander campaign, and we're gonna get into it even further.
Yeah, we're gonna go iPhone mode.
Okay.
Oh, Kanoon, hey, welcome to the stream, Kanoon. Kanoon said, I think the problem with the MC community is they will never give someone a chance to respond before immediately canceling. Yes, it's that. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's part of the problem with the Dream SMP fans. It's the reason why Jay Schlatt did what he did, banning all of them from his chat. That's the problem. It's not necessarily, it's not even necessarily what they're doing, it's how they're doing it. Right? I like the idea of a fan base saying, you know what? That's not cool. I'm not going to support you. I like that. The problem is that they go, this guy's the most evil person on the planet. Instead, they don't go, I'm just not going to support you. They go, let's get this guy doxxed. Let's get this guy's whole stream taken away. Get his sponsors. Take away his stream. Ban him. Get him out of here. That's the problem. And all he could have done was yell at somebody. And all of a sudden, we're jumping to the conclusion of let's get him out of here. Let's ruin this black man's entire career while it's on the rise. And I think it's very interesting, too, that, yeah, I don't know. When you look at the amount of poppin' black content creators on the website, it's one hand. Yo, it's one hand. And these people are trying to get us out. That's another problem with this.
So let's do that.
Bro, like, record that shit. Bro, whoever's costume that is, that shit thick as...
Anyway, he ends up going to TwitchCon and I'm guessing starts trolling a bunch of people, and eventually he ends up running into Tommyinnit and Tommyinnit's fans. Now, JiDion's video on this has not been released yet, so I honestly don't know what exactly...
Oh, and also that analogy with the hand kind of falls apart if you consider all of AMP. I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. There's more than one hand of just AMP members by themselves, and they're all popping. I will admit that's an easy counter argument to what I just said. I love AMP.
Exactly happened here.
Nobody knows. That's the beauty of this whole situation. Nobody knows what happens except for me and the so-called victims in the situation. That's the beauty of this whole situation. Nobody knows what happened, but everybody has an opinion. I'm gonna say that one more time because I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of tough. Nobody knows what happened, but everybody has an opinion. Nobody knows.
But it's not about their color either, Nate. I don't think that's the issue. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been attacked if he didn't do... Oh, yeah, 100%. He put himself in this situation regardless, right? Like, his actions led to this happening. I definitely agree with that. I'm not saying that... I'm saying the response to him is disproportionate. That's all I'm saying. And it might not be because of color. I'm sure it has a lot to do with his image and his perception online, which is another thing that I'm going to talk about because this does have to do with, of course, the Pokimane situation. Of course, the Pokimane situation is always going to follow JiDion no matter what he does going forward, because he was obviously wrong in the way that he addressed Pokimane. Not necessarily all of what he was saying, but he was wrong in the way that he did it, and he was wrong in the way that he addressed it, and he was misogynistic and disrespectful to one of the main content creators, women content creators on the platform that doesn't use like a lot of the different tactics that a lot of women use on Twitch right now to succeed. She doesn't use any of those things. She doesn't flaunt her body. She doesn't do cheap clickbait or things like that to get people on her stream. Like, she legitimately just holds a fan base on her own and commands it. So she's like one of the worst people to ever go for anyway. But this whole situation is just going to follow him forever. And it's something that he's going to have to deal with. But I think if he didn't do that, then Tommyinnit's response to this entire thing would have been different. And I'll get into that after.
But judging off this photo he got with Tommyinnit, I mean, you can obviously...
Oh, man. Yeah, Tommy looks so... Oh, man. Tommy looks uncomfortable. Look at his face. He looks so uncomfortable. He's not happy. Not happy at all. And I feel bad because this probably was a scary situation, at least at first for him. At least. This had to be at least annoying, embarrassing, even potentially scary. Potentially scary. Because he doesn't... If let's say you're Tommy and you literally don't know who JiDion is. Like, you have no concept of who this guy is. Which I doubt. Because they both interact with the Sidemen. But let's say you don't know who JiDion is at all. And this dude is harassing your fans I'm trying to play it in the way Tommy played it out. This dude's yelling at your fans, calling them all kinds of names in the line, and then he bum rushes you to get on the stage and meet you. I would be shaking. I personally would be a little afraid. I would feel really weird. Honestly, I would feel awkward and I would be kind of scared. I wouldn't know what this dude's going to do. So that's what that face is.
Obviously tell that Tommy's pretty uncomfortable here, but apparently after he trolled or harassed Tommy and its fans, he ended up getting kicked out of TwitchCon, and he did actually make a
we
video
saw that.
of that part, at least. Anyway, a lot of Tommy and his fans ended up making tweets saying that they were scared and that JiDion was basically harassing and making fun of Tommy and its fans.
Okay, chat. Before I say anything else, I want to know something from you guys. Do you think, yes or no, I harassed... Wait, what did he say?
And that a lot of Tommy and his fans ended up making tweets saying that they were scared and that JiDion was basically harassing and making fun of Tommy and...
Do you guys think I harassed or was making fun of his fans? Yes or no? Yes or no, man? Like, be honest with me. Do you guys think I harassed or made fun of anybody in that line? No. Someone said probably.
Ooh, Kanoon, thank you for messaging that. Let me see what he said here. Or they said. I don't know Kanoon's gender. I apologize. Kanoon, if I misgendered you. And for me, by the way, that's not me doing some virtue signaling crap, okay? I grew up near and in San Francisco, okay? In the Bay Area. And for me, being a black man on the streets and walking around and interacting with people in general, misgendering people can get you beat up. Okay? That's real. That's real out here. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I really do think it's disrespectful. So I'm not just doing that to virtue signal. I just wanted to say that. Kanoon said, if you watch the clip at the end of JiDion's newest video, you can see two of Tommy's managers standing right behind Tommy while JiDion was getting his picture taken. Okay. Yeah, of course. And that makes sense because they're prepared just in case.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If I was to make fun of anybody in that line, I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world because...
Also, let me mod you, Kanoon. My bad. Let me give you mod. Because we go back. We go way back, Kanoon. We go way back. Welcome to mods, sir. We go way back. We may have not talked a whole lot, but we go way back in this community.
Because I got in that line. You feel me?
Its fans. So Tommy ended up addressing this on stream, and he kind of calls out JiDion here, and even says that he reached out to JiDion to delete the video that he got of Tommyinnit in it.
Alright. What I will say is, and now if he reached out to me on Twitter, I haven't seen anything on Twitter. He might have reached out to me on Twitter. But
now pay attention to all this, because this is important. This is the part of diplomacy that's important. Okay? A lot of diplomacy is patience. All right? If you're trying to settle things in a conversation format, a lot of it is waiting. You gotta wait. Okay? Apparently, they both tried contacting each other. They've both tried. But because they're on different platforms, and both of them are getting inundated by DMs by thousands and thousands of people on an hourly basis, the messages are getting mixed. They're not even able to have a conversation. And that is causing issues.
I obviously I don't have my Twitter, but on Instagram and all my other social medias, I have not gotten a message from Tommy. Tommy has not slid in my DMs.
See?
I slid in Tommy's DMs, but Tommy has not slid into my DMs.
Now, Tommy claims that he messaged him. Right? JiDion is saying, no, you didn't message me. Now, if he messaged him on Twitter, it makes sense that he can't respond because why? The editors got rid of his Twitter. The editors got rid of his Twitter. So how can you respond to Tommy to resolve the issue when you have all of his fans attacking him on Twitter? How? How is it possible? He got him banned or suspended for now. That's the problem. It's not Tommy. It's not even really, okay, it's partially JiDion for sure, but it's not really even that much Tommy. It's more Tommy made a couple of decisions that he could have waited to make, and his fan base already hopped on it. It's his fans. Like, and I'm not trying to attack Tommy's fans because it's a small percentage. It's the extreme vocal part of his fans. It's not all of us. It's just the extremely vocal part of them.
His fans.
During my meet and greet, this troll dude creator shoved into the line and started being a dick to you lot, being super rude and just a prick. First of all, I'm sorry I didn't see him earlier and sort him out. I spoke for a long time with the Twitch staff about it afterwards. I didn't really know what to do, and they were so caught up in making sure I was safe that they didn't check up on you lot, which is really annoying, but I'm sure they'll have more security on at the lines at San Diego. I'm also...
Hey man, go on and buy your San Diego TwitchCon tickets right now. Your boy's gonna have a panel. I'm gonna be there, man. Twitch, they want me to pull up again, bro.
What's up, Bane?
Twitch loves me, bro. Twitch loves me. Go on and buy your TwitchCon San Diego tickets right now.
I'm getting in touch.
TwitchCon San Diego. There you go.
With the creator right as soon as the stream's done, since they recorded loads of it without like my consent or the fans' consent, and I'm sure they'll do the right thing and not publish those sections. Me and my fans are in.
Mr. Tommy,
here we go. This is the best, like one of the best parts of this entire thing, right here, because this argument, in my opinion, is solid.
I hope you know the situation that I'm in right now because there's a lot of accusations going around, right? So
tell them.
I'm gonna make an analogy real quick. Let's say, okay.
And real talk, I can see the argument from people saying that he doesn't even have to do this. JiDion does not have to do this. And I only mention that because JiDion, in my opinion, is a solid person. I really do think that. I think he has a good head on his shoulders. He's self-aware. He was self-aware enough to fix it with Pokimane, and it had nothing to do with Twitch. He wasn't only trying to fix it with Pokimane because of Twitch. He was fixing things with Pokimane because he felt bad about what he said. And I feel like if you have that much awareness to know that you're in the wrong and to try and make things right, then there's some part of you that has a conscience. And if you have a conscience, then you might just be a decent person. You might just be. You might just be a decent person.
I don't want to go too drastic with the analogy.
I'm a huge fan of yours. Love you, gang.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, gangy. Let's say a guy said that LeBron James recorded him beating the fuck out of him, right? Let's just say that. Let's say Brody went to a Lakers game. LeBron got his iPhone during halftime, went up to Brody, started just pounding him in the face. Just so happened that nobody was looking. They were probably watching Russell Westbrook shoot some bricks somewhere, okay? So LeBron James records himself beating the freak out of this dude. He goes on Twitter, talks about it. He makes a video talking about it. But the guy that got beat up, that said he got beat up, says, I don't want LeBron posting his side of what happened. Do you feel like the situation I'm in?
Exactly, and that's the problem. It's that type of suppression. That's the problem. Now, Tommyinnit, like I mentioned before, had never did the stream, never called him out on stream, never did any of that. There is a small chance that this would have went way better. There's a small chance. And the reason for that is there might have been a possibility that there could have been enough time for them to actually talk, for them to actually have a conversation. And it could have avoided all of this. And it's possible that after the conversation with Tommy, that JiDion would have seen Tommy's side and not published the video. But because Tommy had to go on stream, and address the issue, because he felt pressured by his audience to, because he was on Twitter and he probably read a bunch of tweets, because he had to do that, it added gas to the flame, and now I'm talking about it. Now you got me talking about it. Now I'm talking about it. If it gets to the point where my late behind is on it, I'm late. I'm a boomer in a lot of sense when it comes to this internet stuff. And the fact that it got to me, it means it's bad, y'all. It means it's bad.
So, I understand you don't want to be in the video. I understand you don't want your fans to...
Just here, all I saw was the DSMP antis calling me fatherless. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, just here. I'm legit sorry.
To be in the video, I completely understand that. But the situation I'm in right now is I have to address what happened because it's being addressed by everybody else. So I would be...
Yeah, see, Mackenzie Akari said, I literally didn't know what happened until he said something, and I'm on Tommy's fandom side of Twitter. We weren't talking about it. Boom. Boom. That's low-key a smoking... Like, I know that you're sort of, like, this is just your testimony, but low-key, that's a good example because I also am somewhat on the Tommyinnit side of Twitter, and I had no clue about this either. It was pretty under wraps up until his stream. This is the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect is basically when someone is trying to suppress something, but instead of them doing it in a quiet manner, they try to attack or go for media outlets or people who are publishing their side of the story to try and get it buried. And because they're trying to do that, it causes a bigger frenzy, so more people are looking for it. That's what this is at this point. Now this drama has gotten bigger than it ever could have been, than it ever should have been. It should have just been a one isolated incident at TwitchCon, and boom, that's it.
Be doing myself, my brand, my reputation, my everything a disservice by not addressing this situation with the video evidence that I have. Because if I were just to come out and be like, oh, that's not true,
without evidence,
like he said, she said situation.
Yep, without evidence.
Where men lie, women lie.
Numbers don't.
2 inches average.
Yeah.
Video evidence does not lie, you know? And it's in 4K. 4K video evidence.
I'm going to try. God, Jesus. I'm going to try to hit 100K subs. I'm attempting it. Right now, I'll be real with y'all. The views ain't it. The views ain't it, but I'm still going. I'm still uploading. It's going to be hard to stop me. Okay, I told my wife this and she knows. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. I love uploading. So even if the views and the pays aren't up there, I'm probably going to still be uploading until it is.
Now, I'm not going to disclose what's in this 4K video evidence, but I feel like I have to do my due diligence as a black man to release this evidence because, you know, it has to be done. And Mr. Tommy, I don't want you to think I'm using you for clout or nothing like that, bro. That you got 11 million subscribers by your lonely, man. You went into the trenches. You put in the work. You did the speed runs. You killed the Ender Dragon. You laid that wood. And before you guys say that was a sexual reference, that was actually a Minecraft reference. If you know Minecraft, you lay wood in Minecraft. That was the joke.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me let my dogs out because they need a second. They probably got to pee or something. Give me a second. I'm going to give you all the jazz. I just wanted y'all to hear the jazz. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I'm back already. Okay, let's go.
But
big love from Australia, Heart Region letter, a region letter. You think you'll come here anytime soon?
I'm trying to pull a fast one. and grow my fan base off
Yo,
of
bro,
what
can you
laid.
say system on top?
Wait, hold up real quick, y'all. Hold up real quick. I'm gonna have to mute the alerts real quick because I want to get this across real quick. But also, you also got to realize the event that we were at is, you know, there's signs around that will let you know that everybody at the event is going to be recorded. You know, there's going to be some form of video evidence or video proof of you there. You know, there's a lot of people streaming there and stuff like that. So, Mr. Tommy, you know, I don't want you to think that I'm putting you in the video as, like, you know, a clickbait route or as a route of, you know, trying to get views and stuff. I'm just trying to do this to show my side of the situation, because me personally, I feel like this got blown way out of proportion, but I'm not gonna speak my piece here, y'all. As you guys see, I'm kind of not really addressing too much of what he's saying. I'm only addressing this part because I just want it to be known now.
He really doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He's not doing this for clout. He, like, you could argue that he is. No matter what, I'm not going to take away it 100% because there's always that possibility that he is. But I can tell you that just based on what I looked at his analytics and stuff, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. I'll tell y'all that. He doesn't need this attention, nor do I think he actually wants the attention. He doesn't want negative attention from people over at Twitch, especially people as big as Tommyinnit, who have as big a pool as he does on Twitch. He doesn't want that negative attention. So this is something that I feel like it's not like a lot of other like, you could argue that I'm doing this right now for views, right? You could argue I'm doing this for clout. My argument to that would be that I guess the other 50 Tommyinnit reactions I've done were all for clout too, right? So that would be my first argument, that I just might, it's my small possibility, small chance I might actually just care. I might actually just care about Tommyinnit. But I would say that the argument that I'm doing this more for clout is much better than the idea that JiDion is doing it for clout. Does that make sense? I'm a much smaller creator, so me talking about this is going to get me eyes. I need the eyes right now as a smaller creator. JiDion is not that much smaller of a creator than Tommy. He has his own fan base, and they ride for him every video on all of his channels. He's fine. He doesn't actually need this beef to continue, right? In fact, I believe him when he says that he actually tried to resolve it.
But I'm just going to let the video speak for itself. You feel me? Because I have the video. It's in the vault. Hersey's actually working on it right now. We'll get it out soon. We'll get it cooked up and everything. But yeah, man. What do you guys think, man? Do you guys see where I'm coming from? Yes or no? Do you guys see where I'm coming from?
I do.
I just want it to be known. I'm not trying to use.
And no, I don't agree with the people in the chat spamming Lami. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with JiDion's fan base now attacking Tommy. I don't agree with any of that. That's BS. That's BS, because if you're his fan base, you got to realize that you're making JiDion look bad. If you're a part of the fan base that wants to attack Tommy for any of this, you're making JiDion look bad. You're doing the opposite of what he would want. Trust me.
Tommy like to grow faster, nothing like that. I just feel with this situation being blown out.
Griffin, I'm trying my best to maintain neutrality and just look at the situation for what it is. And honestly, I'm low-key criticizing them both. But I will definitively have a real side once the video comes out. I want the video to come out. Right now, I'm on the side of the video should come out. I don't care about the people saying that it's going to affect the Tommyinnit people who were harassed. I'm not saying I don't care about their experience. I'm saying I don't care for that reason for not to release the footage at this point. I don't care for that reason. You're going to TwitchCon. It's a public event. You need to be aware that you may be recorded on camera. I'm not trying to invalidate your experience with JiDion, but at this point, because your person, your leader, decided to go public, now JiDion has to defend himself. So the footage has to come out. I'm on that side now. I'm not on the side of like Tommy or JiDion. I'm more on the side of I need to see the truth. That's the side I'm on. And I love Tommy. And I love JiDion. I love both these content creators. I love both their content. So I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the situation.
Out of proportion as it is, I have to release this footage.
Yeah, MP said, I think that Tommy did the right thing speaking up on the situation, but I think he should have worded parts differently. I agree with that a bit more too. So let's say Tommy actually addressed his audience in a respectful, responsible way. What does that actually look like? Right? Whew. That's the kind of conversations I live for. That's what I want to talk about. I want to know, what does it look like to be an effective content creator that reins in your fan base a bit, that can hold your fan base accountable as well for what they do. I want to see what that looks like. I feel like it probably would have looked like along the lines of this. I apologize to the people in the meet and greet who felt harassed by the actions of an individual. And I'm working with the individual currently in private to handle the matter. But do not attack, do not insult the individual. Please leave them alone. I know them to be of sound mind and judgment, and I'm working with them behind the scenes. Boom. There's your response. You want to know why that response is good? I'll tell you why that response is good. That response is good because it doesn't put your fan base in a position where they look like liars. It doesn't make JiDion look like a liar. And it doesn't make Tommyinnit look like someone who's just giving in to his fans. Because there's always a better way to handle a situation, right? And I feel like this is one of those moments where we needed more tact. We needed more patience. That's the problem.
Of said situation. And Mr. Tommy, I also want you to know that this segment of the video is nowhere near going to be the entirety of the video. We got so much other better content. Really, I'm not going to lie. Really, I don't even want to put this part in the video.
I have so much respect for chat right now. I respect y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the stream. Y'all are all so freaking well-mannered and thoughtful. And I respect that. This is the type of fan base I've been trying to build. People who are willing to have conversations that are nuanced and we can all accept what logic looks like. Literally, ECAD5 said, and if JiDion doesn't release, he's going to be harassed with no evidence. Literally, that's the problem. And I like how we're all looking at this from a very objective point of view, instead of only riding for one content creator over the other. Because I feel like that's where things become noise, you know. It turns in from it being a possible great conversation to it just being static.
It's really not worth it. But with it getting blown out of proportion like this, sad, but it has to be done.
I wish I could get on a call with both these content creators. Like, I really wish I could just get on a call with JiDion and Tommyinnit, and then I can kind of facilitate the conversation. I feel like it would go so well. And ultimately, if both these guys got in on a YouTube video idea and they both collaborated and used their minds, they could really, really change YouTube for a second. Like, that video will go crazy. They could really do something amazing for YouTube and for both their fan bases and for everybody if they decide to collaborate. Oh, Mackenzie Akari said, with no evidence, what he did was so bad they literally got kicked out. Some people who talked about their experience, oh, sorry, hold on, let me scroll over, described some really rude stuff. So I agree, there is some evidence of something happening. The problem is that there's no actual visual evidence for everyone else, right? I'm not trying to invalidate their experience. What I'm saying is that there's no visual evidence for everyone else that was not there. And that's the problem. That's what I mean by no evidence. It's not like evidence doesn't exist. We're saying evidence is currently not present. There's a big difference. Also, it's possible that JiDion could have also gotten kicked out just because he's not allowed to be, he's banned on Twitch. he got further in TwitchCon than I think a lot of people would have ever gotten, being banned, completely banned on Twitch, right? In fact, when he got kicked out and he made that post, I assumed that's what that was. I thought that when he got kicked out, it was because they recognized him and they realized, oh, wait, you're banned from Twitch. What are you doing here? And then they kicked him out. That's what I thought. But I ended up finding out that no, it clearly had to do with this situation. But yeah, we got to see what actually happened, you know? Sorry, I'm just going to answer Mackenzie again. I would never attack someone for a different opinion. I agree. Without discussion, nothing can ever be resolved. Debate is important. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Pro Gaming said he was kicked out because they found out he was there. And since he's banned off Twitch, they kicked him out. Yeah. Yeah, him being kicked out had nothing to do with Tommy. So I thought that too, until Tommy said that he talked with Twitch staff. So Tommy did say that he had a talk with Twitch staff. So I don't know what him and that talk had to do with, or if that maybe resulted in JiDion getting kicked out. I really don't know. But he did say that he talked with Twitch staff.
Anyway, chat, this happened. You know, some dude shouting at my fans, shouting at you lot.
Also, chat, I want you guys to remember.
Sorry, we keep pausing. Everyone pausing.
Just being mean with no purpose, and it's shouting at my fans. Anyway, chat, this happened. You know, some dude shouting at my fans, shouting at you lot. Just being mean with no purpose, and it sucked. It really threw me off, and like a lot of people in the line. We can get hearts in the chat as well. I'd appreciate that because I'm kind of nervous. But no, really, it really threw me off, and a lot of people in the line. It upset. It upset.
Trev Boy said, I feel like there's no right answer here. It's a lose-lose. Whoever's better is subjective. Unfortunately, many took it as a competition, not pressure to address it. Yeah. Like, even, like, this whole thing, right? Like, let me see here. Let me read more of these comments, too. Tommy got him removed. Sure, both Tommy and JiDion fans can be toxic when they feel defensive for their content creator. Now, that is something I want to say, too. The truth is that both fan bases have their toxicity. That's just truth, right? Like, we can say that from a very neutral standpoint, that both of them have their toxic ones. Let me tell you, both fan bases, PRD and inners, they're both bad.
I was really sad about this. I was really angry.
Oh, and by the way, don't worry, we're actually not watching the entire video. We're watching up to a certain point, because when JiDion starts talking about the article, it just becomes silliness at that point. There's an article that someone wrote about this entire thing that helped fuel JiDion getting banned and helped fuel JiDion getting hate, and the article was just terrible. It was filled with bad spelling and literally wrong statements about JiDion. The article was just awful.
Angry about it, and I'm not like, guys, I take pride in not being an angry person. Like, I'll get pissed off at Tubbo, but I'm never really angry. I'm never actually angry.
We love Tubbo.
I wasn't planning to talk about any of this publicly, but it
shout out to
me,
Tubbo.
like, actually pissed, and I just want to share a few words with my stream with chat.
So yeah,
boys. Like I said, I don't want this to become a he said, she said situation. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself, and also I want this to be known right here, right now. I have no problem with Tommy, bro. Like I said, I wish you got the DMs, but you know, I don't want to expose any DMs. I have,
yeah,
you guys known.
I don't expose DMs either, unless I'm trying to clear my name. I will pretty much never. I feel like DMs need to be. It's just kind of a unwritten rule on the internet when it comes to content creators. You don't leak DMs, okay? Just don't do it unless there's a one case scenario where I feel like it's justified. If someone's lying about you, if someone's lying about you and you have evidence to corroborate your story, then leaking DMs is necessary. That's probably the one. That's like the one time I feel like that rule shouldn't apply, because you're trying to defend yourself.
That he has not DM'd me on Instagram. If he DM'd me on Twitter, I have not seen it because I got sniped off Twitter, man. They sniped me, man. They sent me to the nether realm. But yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Liam Bethel said, Tommy the crybaby is all I get from it. My opinion is Tommy is overreacting. I'm entitled to that. You're entitled to your opinion. I think what people in the chat are having problems with is your name calling. Yeah. Absol Shadow 1440 says we don't need name calling in the chat. And we don't. 100%. Tommyinnit does not deserve any name calling whatsoever. At all. So there's a way of you saying that Tommy's being too sensitive about the situation without calling him a crybaby. If you can't figure that out, then you don't need to be here. Like, it's just that simple.
I have no problem with Tommy, bro. I fuck with Tommy. I fuck with his content. He was actually one of the first people I hit up whenever I came out to the UK because I wanted to do something with him. But, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody wants to do a video with him. When you're up, everybody wants you. You feel me?
I think this might be another instance of JiDion having gone too far. I mean, these are a bunch of kids.
Hey, you know, Jaden, you're entitled to your opinion, bro. You know, I understand what you mean. I do go too far sometimes, man. So I hope, you know, since you made this video, that you'll make another video addressing my side of it from the video aspect. So I would love to see your opinion after I drop the video.
Oh, and trust me, so help me God. Trust me, so help me God, when this video comes on, I will be checking it out. Okay? I will. And if, like I mentioned before, okay? I've mentioned this so many times. If the video showcases JiDion truly being as bad as people are making him seem on Twitter, I will go back on my entire point about giving JiDion a leg to stand on. I'll completely rip it back. I'll go, nope. You know that scene in ATL or that GIF where T.I. is ripping off the chain off of Nunu or whatever, off the chick because she was pretending to be from the hood? It would literally be that, bruh. I would just, give me that back. Give me that chain back. That's literally what I would do.
Basically standing in line to meet their favorite Minecraft YouTuber, and this guy just comes along and starts trolling them. It's kind of messed up because this is like the one place where you're not supposed to get bullied for being a fan of a streamer or a YouTuber.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
Look, see? Boom. This right there. You hear what he just said? I agree. And he does not look like he's lying. He's not trolling. He's not trolling. He's not as malicious as people think he is. He's not. I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. I think if he can hear that and say, I agree and believe in it, then what could he have possibly said in the video that was so bad? Like, unless they're just two different people. That's my whole thing.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think I have a video. Let me pull up that video real quick.
God, Jesus. Maybe you can't hit 1 million subs or 100K subs. Dang. My life is over. I may never hit 100K. Hey, man, I know what you're trying to say. You're basically asking me if it's possible. And I'll tell you, anything is possible. Will my life change or will I care that much if it doesn't happen? I'm being honest with you. No. No, I've been doing this 5 years and I haven't hit it yet. It is what it is. We keep it pushing. We're just going to keep uploading. As long as y'all are entertained, that's really what matters. What's up, Silent Experience? Good to see you.
I think it was this video right here, chat.
Oh, here we go.
It got 1 million views. It was on stream when I was back in the Twitch days. I literally cried looking back at an old picture of myself.
8 years ago.
Like, I literally cried looking back because you know what happened, chat? I remembered this kid being bullied for being different. I remember this kid not being able to fit in. I remember that. And
Listen to him, chat.
Remember that. Even to this day, like, hold up. Fuck me having 5 million subscribers, you know, fuck the verified stuff. fuck like the people I know, like fuck all that, all this stuff I've done. It doesn't matter. I remember this kid right here, and I remember how bullied I was. I remember how alone I felt, and I remember how YouTubers made me feel. You know, the people in that line that day.
Hey, I appreciate you, Canoon. Liam, I think at this point you're just having too much fun. I think you're having too much fun antagonizing people in chat, and I think that that's all that's happening at this point. Like, you're saying these Tommy fans are proving you correct, yet what fan are you? Are you an Alien Armada? Are you PRD? Or what? Because you're not talking to anybody in this chat. None of the people in this chat are Tommyinnit, at least stands in the regard that they're part of the vocal minority that is being criticized. Like, none of these people are them. So, like, who are you referring to? They attacked me, bro. I mean, when? I mean, maybe it's because they referred to you being 5 because you call Tommyinnit a crybaby. If that's what you're calling attack, then maybe that's them retaliating, sure. But you're the first person to throw any name calling in the chat. You were literally the first. And as far as I understand, you're the only one. I will tell you right now, for anybody listening that's a part of my fan base, that's a part of the Alien Armada, we can use better words to describe someone outside of name calling. Like, we can figure out a way to make fun of someone without name calling. And we can make people look stupid with their own words. I don't have to do anything that, what do you call it? Immature. Like, it doesn't need to happen here. Like, if you look stupid in chat and people are laughing at you because you look stupid, you look stupid. Like, that's pretty much it. That has nothing to do with, like, it goes so beyond calling someone because they look a certain way, or something like that. You said that Tommyinnit was a crybaby in a scenario where his fans are literally pressuring him to do something. Like, if you misunderstand the situation, I think is the problem. You and a lot of other people misunderstand the situation. Tommyinnit isn't just being overly sensitive to be overly sensitive. Not only was he someone who used to get bullied, but also his fans are driving him insane. And he's 18 years old. It's not necessarily him. So calling him a crybaby is a waste of time. It's baseless. It doesn't add anything to the chat. And that's why you're being made fun of. It has nothing to do with them trying to defend their rightful king. Look, okay, get with us, all right, Liam? Get with us, bro. I know you can turn. I know you can turn. Get with us, bro. Get on the big brain energy. I know you can do it. I believe in you because you're a part of this stream. So I know you can do it.
Tommyinnit probably made them feel the same way that KSI made me feel back then. KSI gave me strength, made me feel like, you know, fuck what other people think. Be yourself wholeheartedly, unapologetically. And there's people in this chat right now that I know do the same thing. So I wholeheartedly agree with JiDion. That is the one spot of meet and greet where you don't bully people and you don't belittle somebody for just trying to see the person that inspires them and that they love. I wholeheartedly agree. And any person that does do that, they are a dickhead, they are a prick, and they're the most evil person in the world.
That's all we need to say. That's all we wanted to hear. That's all we wanted to hear. This is the energy that JiDion has. And then people on Twitter are coming for him. You see why hey, okay, look. I will be the first person to denounce him if he turns around and I watch the video and he's doing everything he just criticized. I will be the first person to get on stream and be like, we're smoking on that JiDion pack. Okay? I'll be the first person, but based on the information that I have witnessed, and based on the character testimony that I am witnessing before my eyes, okay, this is a person that is self-aware and is pretty freaking mature. Okay, I don't think that what happened is what Tommy is saying happened. I think that Tommy was convinced by his own fan base that that's what happened. I really think that.
Straight up. But like I said, chat, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of tearing up, like, looking back at
Wow,
the picture.
look at that.
But like I said, chat, I'm not gonna speak for myself, you know? I'm not gonna, you know, toot my own horn or nothing. I'm gonna just let the video.
Sorry, Speedy said, you're just looking at what people have said. You're not looking at the actual evidence because there is none yet. So how can you have an opinion on something that you don't know about? Literally, yeah. Literally. Exactly. And that's the reason why I'm team release the video. That's the reason why I'm team release the video. That right there. Because I have to put together mentally I have to take these testimonies and watch people say stuff and then try to, in my head, wrap around what could have happened and blah, 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 blah. And I could have just let my biases take over, right? I could have just said, F JiDion. I'm riding with Tommy all the way. And I could have just left the stream like that. And y'all would have been cool with it. Some of y'all would have been cool with it, at least. Some of y'all would have been cool with it. And I can tell you why, because we love Tommy around here. It's true. I reacted to Tommy so much. I care about this kid. So it would be easy for me to just be like, you know, screw this dude. And just fold my arms and be like this. But that would be me literally ignoring a whole other side. That's what's going on. Liam, at this point, you're literally just trolling. You're actually, but you're not trolling in a way that's like smart or funny. You're trolling in the most immature way possible. So for that, you're going to the Shadow Realm for a bit, bro. I'm sorry. I got to do it to you. I got to do it to you. It's unfortunate, but you got to go to the Shadow Realm. Dang. Just like that. You in the Shadow Realm. F in the chat for Liam. You can come back out the Shadow Realm, bro, when you understand kind of where we're coming from. I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it. You're not offering anything to the conversation. You're just not. You're just repeating the same thing over and over again, and then you expect people to see your point of view. No, I don't see your point of view. You're literally just calling Tommy a crybaby in here just to get your lulz off. So, goodbye. You can sit in the Shadow Realm for 300 seconds.
Video speak for itself. That's all you can do.
Kind of the entire point of the event. Now, JiDion said in his video where he got banned from TwitchCon that he was going to be releasing his video in 3 weeks.
Real talk, I would have did it to anyone saying the same thing about JiDion. I would have done it to anybody saying anything about Dream. Because name calling is baseless and doesn't do anything for the argument here. It literally does nothing. In fact, it hurts it.
I don't know if he's still going to do that. Maybe the harassment isn't as bad as people think it was. I mean, I'm guessing he just went up to Tommyinnit's fans and probably like trolled them or made fun of them a little bit. I mean, it's JiDion, that's basically his content. I just find it a little messed up to go up to a bunch of children and make fun of them, and I think Tommy is rightfully mad at JiDion for this. But what do you guys think? Maybe Tommy and his fans are overreacting here, or maybe JiDion took it too far. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, but these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel.
Gromfamite, no, this channel is not muting anybody with an opposing view. He didn't have an opposing view. There was no opposing view. I mean, okay, there was the opposing view of he was saying that Tommyinnit was sensitive to this situation and maybe his fans overreacted. Did I ban him when he said that? Did I put him in the Shadow Realm when he said that? No. I let it ride because that's a very obvious critique here. And it totally makes sense. That's a view. He's fine. He's welcome in the chat if he wants to say that. If he wants to say Tommyinnit was overreacting in this scenario and he thinks that he should have waited or took more time, yo, he would not be in the Shadow Realm right now. But you're either late to the stream, A, or B, you're literally just not paying attention. It's one or the other, Grom. It's one or the other. Okay? You're either not paying attention or you're late. Just straight up. I have no problem with someone being in here. Even you. You can stay here. Man, your fan base crumbled when Liam spoke anything against Tommy. It's shameful, shameful. See, yeah, you're just trolling. That's all good. Hey, you can keep that opinion, actually.
Hey, you, yeah.
Hey,
oh, look, we're all saying A.
I'm going to address right here, right now. If I was Tommyinnit and I didn't see a certain situation happen, and then I go back on social media and I see my fans complaining about someone harassing them, especially at my meet and greet, bro, I'm not fact-checking. I'm not trying to find sources. I'm not asking around. I'm taking y'all's side every day of the week without a shadow of a doubt. And if I get proved wrong, hey, fuck it. I'm going to get proved wrong being on y'all's side. That's me. So, I don't want this to be misconstrued as in, like, JiDion versus Tommyinnit, because I 100% see where he's coming from. I 100,000% see where he's coming from. I would take your guys' side over anybody's side any day of the week.
Wow.
Especially from, like, a YouTuber that I don't even really know.
Wow.
Take y'all's side. Because, like, y'all are my boys and stuff like that. Now, so Tommyinnit, his video and stuff like that isn't what really got under my...
Okay, he's going to go into the article. I'm not going to cover the article because, yeah, that was a mistake. Like, that article was really bad. But if you want to watch the video, the link will be in the description so y'all can check it out. But yeah, I'm going to bring y'all in here so we can talk. Okay. Free speech with limits. Name calling and aggressive behavior will give you a punishment. It doesn't matter who says it. And that's the thing, right? What I did to Liam is I tried to just give him the whole idea for Liam, and I'm saying his name so much in here, is so that he understands where I'm coming from. I'm giving you time to think about it. Like, that's literally all I'm doing, is I'm giving you some time to think about things. And that's what that 300 seconds is. You know, you're getting a second to think about your statement, and then you can come back and come correct. Oh, look, yeah, you're already back. See? That's not, look. Hey, Liam, you tell him, was the Shadow Realm really that bad? Was it really that bad, bro? I didn't ban you forever. I literally just put a pause on you for a little bit so you can think about everything I'm saying. That's it. Okay. Speedy clapped him. I can't lie. That was funny. Okay, look. Speedy. Oh, man. Hey, what king, though? I think that was their way of letting you know what king. Also, let me just say, too, real quick. Real recognize real, and Liam is looking real unfamiliar, okay? He's looking real unfamiliar. I will tell you that. But, this was a spicy Alien Armada show. Yes, it was. Wasn't it? What do y'all think, chat? This was a spicy episode. Like I mentioned before, there will be an update. There will be an update once JiDion releases the video. I'm team release the video for right now. And, that's basically it. So. But, thank you very much, everyone who tuned into the Alien Armada show today. It started a little weird. I had no internet at first, but hey, we brought it back. Oh, this was crazy. Legends SMP episode will be out on Friday. A new Alien Armada episode will be out soon. Follow me on my socials on Twitter @NateAllen. Link will be in the description. Shout out to Jedi Wolf. Thank you very much for being at the beginning of this stream, Jedi, and making a trailer for the lore. That was awesome. Shout out to Speedy, Turtle, Silence, Absol Shadow, Hyperdrio, Wolfcarb, hello. 07's in the chat. 07's in the chat. Just here, your birthday's Friday? Ah! Happy birthday! Well, Friday I'll tell you happy birthday. E-Cats, thank you very much for joining the stream. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see everyone in the next video. Peace.